good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Welcome to the Christmas week. It is 21st, Monday the 21st of December. It's the Full Hundred's very first Christmas. And for those of us in the UK, it's going to be a terrible one. We've just been never ending. We've just been put on a mad lockdown now, as you all know, since Saturday, midnight Saturday night. We had stuff lined up for the 27th that has gone down the, you know what? as you could tell, guys, I'm really not happy about that. But look, life's got to get on, right? So let's get into today's show. Today's show is really about the lockdown. I've got just 3 videos for you guys. There's nothing much to say about this. It's going to be a very short one. It's really just to give information and really to moan as well. So guys, without further ado, let's get down to today's show. Right, so you know what's funny, guys? Last week Tuesday, a week ago, so 4 or 5 days before they told the world or they told the public about this new strain. Well, let me first start by saying the reason we're on lockdown is because they found a new variant of the COVID. It's not the first one. Those of you who follow my show, about December? Yeah, about September, they identified 8 new strains across the planet. Just like with every other virus, it mutates constantly. So as of September, back in September, I knew there was an Asian strain, a couple of Asian strains. I know there was an Australasia strain, which is Australia, New Zealand, that way. I know America had a couple of strains within America itself. I know Europe had one. So there was 8, and I think there was a strain in Africa or somewhere as well. But there was 8 different strains just a few months ago. Now this is a whole new strain of the same mad virus, guys. So last week Tuesday, watching the news, watching television, flicking over, and I caught this news on Breakfast TV that they had identified a new variant of this. And they spoke to a couple of experts. Something told me to record it. Because that was the very first time they talked about it. And that was a week ago tomorrow. And I recorded it and I kept that recording. So take a look at the first sign that I knew, or anyone who was watching TV knew about why we're now on lockdown. Take a look.
Now, a new variant of coronavirus has been found, which is growing faster in some parts of England. So far, 1,000 confirmed cases have been identified in the UK.
They're predominantly in the south of England, although cases have been identified in nearly 60 different local authority areas, with numbers increasing rapidly. In the Commons yesterday, the Health Secretary said this new strain of virus was highly unlikely to be resistant to vaccines. Let's get more on this. We're joined by the virologist Dr. Chris Smith, who joins us live on Breakfast this morning. Good morning to you. So this is the big question, isn't it? Parts of the capital and the whole of London and areas outside of that being moved into Tier 3. Is it the right thing to do?
Well, the tiering system and the new variant system aren't necessarily linked, although what Matt Hancock said yesterday was that it might account for the increase in cases in those particular parts of the country.
Welcome back, guys. So basically, since I recorded that, these are what we know now. These are some of the facts we now know. It's 70% more infectious. So that means it spreads 70% faster, right? So and you know the corona spreads a lot, so very easily spread. This strain, which is in the UK, especially in the south of, well, that's another fact. Well, it spreads 70% more than the previous strains that we've had. They also know that it's more in the south of England. However, since yesterday, it's quite obvious that it's already in America right now. You know it's already there. It's been around even in the week since I recorded that. How much people have traveled to America? How many people have been to France and been to bars and stuff like that? It's already on its way to the world right now. It goes without saying. We also know that they can't tell. They don't believe it's more deadly. They don't believe it's more deadly. But that's all they know at this point. We just don't know, right? and they think the vaccine will still work with this strain. So those are the three main bullet points. It's 70% more, it spreads 70% more quicker. They don't think it's more deadly in that it doesn't kill more or less. And they also believe that the vaccine will work with it. So guys, I mean, my next video just shows you that right now the UK is an island in every sense of it. This explosion and explosive news in the last 24 hours has just turned the United Kingdom into a deserted, literally cut off island from the world, because nobody wants anything to do with the UK right now. Take a look at this, guys.
And it's very disturbing. Multiple European countries are shutting off travel from the UK amid serious fears of a new coronavirus variant that spreads more easily. Let's go to London right now. CNN's Max Foster is on the scene for us. So give us the latest, Max. Update our viewers.
Well, it feels like the whole country's been put into isolation, frankly, Wolf. So this new variant of the coronavirus is up to 70% more transmissible than other variants. And the health secretary said today that it's out of control, literally. It's very much focused in and around London, but it's been appearing elsewhere in the UK as well. And other countries have been very quick to respond. So we're seeing flights effectively banned from coming out of the UK into certain countries. But now we're looking at potential food shortages because France has put a 48-hour ban on anyone, any business, any person travelling from the UK to France. That includes trucks. 10,000 trucks cross the English Channel every day, carrying, crucially, fresh food. They've been told by the British government to avoid going to the ports because they won't be able to get over to France, and the retailers are now warning of food shortages, potentially at least. The Food and Drink Federation saying it has the potential to cause serious disruption to UK Christmas fresh food supplies and exports of food and drink. The concern here is that it's not only the UK truckers who can't travel over to France, the French truckers aren't going to want to come to the UK because they might get stuck here. So this is a situation where this virus, this new variant of the virus at least, was discovered, and very quickly the UK feels like an island tonight.
Just let me tell you guys, update you guys. Since I recorded that last night, that video you saw about 11 p.m. UK time. Since I recorded that, Canada has barred the UK. Russia even has barred the UK. Most of Latin America have barred the UK. And also Turkey has barred the UK. And the list just keeps growing, guys. The list keeps growing. And I want to say something, yeah? You see, this is what I think life's going to look like for people who are adamant they're not going to take the vaccine. But that's okay. Because once you decide you're not going to take the vaccine, which is your right to, then you also must understand the rights to these countries who say, can we see your vaccination passport, please? They have the right to demand that, just like you have a right not to take the vaccine. And I think this is what life's going to look like for people who don't take it, as until they take it. Then certain more countries open up or whatever. But everyone's within their rights. You're within your rights not to take the vaccine. These countries are within their rights to say, no, UK, no, we don't want to know that here. Like, boom, stop. No one's coming over. That's their right. We barred people from coming over when France was in trouble. We barred French traffic. Then we included Holland. Then we included Belgium. Britain had this right to do that. So if you don't take the vaccine, which is your right, and I'll totally respect it, what we're seeing now is what I think life would look like if you're someone who travels. If you don't travel, then it makes no difference to you, right? And it might even include jobs and stuff like that. Anyway, let me go to my last and final video, guys. In the middle of all this, we're about to jump off the edge. We're about to dive off the edge into the abyss of a no-deal Brexit. And these right-wing governments just plod on. They don't care. They just plod on. We got the world's already isolating us. Today's what, the 21st? In a week and a half, two. With no deal, life just gets worse. So I managed to grab two important questions of Matt Hancock, who represents the government. He's the health secretary, of course, but he also speaks up on Brexit. So this is our government and their response to the chaos we're in right now. Very short clip, take a look.
You said recently that the virus was under control.
Yes.
Is it?
No, it's not. The new variant is out of control and we need to bring it under control. And this news about the new variant has been an incredibly difficult end to, frankly, an awful year.
One final question. Is this really the responsible time to leave the European Union without a trade deal? Given everything that's going on and everything facing the country, is it responsible? Is it right?
Well, I really hope not.
Welcome back, guys. I really want to recommend a video that I put up yesterday. Those who have subscribed to my channel, please go and watch the 1918 to 1920 pandemic, the Spanish flu. I put up a short 20-minute documentary about it. Basically put together the best bits so you're not watching the whole hour like I did. So you're watching the best 20 minutes of it. But it's kind of good to know because it's just for your knowledge. Just to see how things were. And a lot of things will shock you when you see that. Because we're behaving exactly the same way over again. The only difference is we know better this time. We have medications this time. We have vaccines this time. Those times we had not even antibiotics did we have. They hadn't even recognized what the flu was properly until 10, 12 years later after that pandemic then. So I really recommend to go and see that video on my channel. It's the 1918 to 1920 flu pandemic in black and white. So enjoy it, have a look. And in the meantime, guys, look, we've come to the end of the show. Please remember to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to make it up to 500 subscribers. We're about halfway there. With your help, we can get that bit further and get the message out further. So enjoy the rest of the week. I'll be doing my Christmas edition on Wednesday. I'll probably put on my Christmas jumper for that. I don't know yet. I'll see. I don't like that jumper. We'll see. Guys, listen, have a fabulous week. Enjoy the lockdown. I don't know what to say. I'm hurting. But I'll see you all on Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.